Want to Be an Assessor?
Hello!
Hi!
Welcome to the So You Want to Be an Assessor podcast. And I am Mei Beth Shepherd, one of the hosts.
And I am Kaitlyn Reeder, the other co-host. How are you today?
I'm doing okay, doing all right. We have been able to be home this month. It's been it's different to not be traveling every week, but so I'm adjusting to a new and different reality, I guess.
That is really exciting, though.
Just for retirement, that's what I'm going with.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this week I'm in Texas, and so it's been rainy. We are going through our drought to flood cycle. We're currently in the flood portion of the drought to flood cycle.
The joys of El Nino.
Yeah, we do not get intermittent weather. We get all or nothing. It's 100 degrees or more, or it's pouring down rain. It's kind of what we get in the summer. So but it means I'm inside, I guess, a lot of the time.
That's good. Working on any fun projects or anything?
No.
Nice.
I've been reading books. I've been doing a little bit of online work, data validation and stuff. We've talked about that before. So doing some of that, but otherwise, no, I have not been doing a lot of stuff. But you have gotten to travel.
I have. I just got back from a week in Hawaii. We were on the last island in the chain, Kauai, and we were there for a full week exploring the beaches, hanging out with family. I tried to go to a dance class, and I had set up everything with the director because hula is, I don't want to say pretty exclusive because it's really not, but you do have to get everyone's approval and be in the same kind of style. And so I was all set to go, and then they ended up having a show that they had to do. So I didn't get to go to the dance class, but I did get to see them dance and cheer them on. So, little things.
Yeah, that's true. I know that you do a lot of hula dancing. You teach some classes in Michigan.
I do.
Yeah. So how fun that you were at least attempting to go to a class. I'm not sure I have thought to do that when I was in Hawaii, but
I've done it a few times. When I do get the ability to travel, I try to get in a class just because I always learn something new, learn what the newer styles are, what's the up and coming stuff. Every now and again I get to hear the Merry Monarch drama, which I absolutely adore. Because who doesn't love drama that they're not a part of?
Exactly. That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it. And almost always I'll come back with a new information, new innovations, fresh ideas, which are always nice because it's so easy to get stuck doing the same things.
Yes. So well, and that's true with even doing laboratory work and assessments and stuff.
So true.
We get stuck in the same old, we're consistent from one lab to another because we write the same findings, but we're telling everybody our secrets. So we're going to have to find new ones. Not typically a hard thing to do, but
that's true. We are so tired of writing the same findings. We would like you to fail more creatively, please.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that idea. So we did but another way that we can find out new things and new trends, new ideas, and compare notes with others is during conferences.
Yes, and it is conference season.
Exactly. Almost all of the big groups have conferences in the summer. And so there's typically, well, TNI has 2 conferences a year. Florida Society of Environmental Analysts has 2 conferences a year. Texas does 1 conference, but there are also some other like subgroups. Texas, the state, does a conference, and then there are like the water. I forget what WEAT stands for, but anyway.
Yeah, I was like, because it's not water board, it's something else. But
Yeah,
those general folks have their own.
right. And California has them. So there's lots of opportunities for conferences and or to go to conferences, and let's talk about that. I mean, it's a great topic. I want to encourage people whenever possible to go to a conference, because you do hear new ideas. You get to network, meet people that are in other labs doing the same sort of thing that you do. And so it's a good way to, as Kaitlyn was saying, get new ideas, and or hear how other people have solved some of the same problems you may be having, and or you can stop before it becomes a problem at your lab.
Absolutely. Learn other people's drama before it becomes yours.
Exactly. And most of the conferences are constantly asking for people to present, to send in abstracts, and so if there is a topic that you are interested in hearing, somebody is bound to be willing to either to present it. If you don't want to present it, I know some people are not don't enjoy presenting a lot.
Public speaking is a real fear for a lot of folks.
For a lot of people, not one of mine.
Nope.
But yeah, that's okay. It takes different skill sets for everybody to make this world happen the way that it should. And so, if you have conference idea or things that you want to hear about, then most of the conferences, all the ones that we've been involved with, have been very open to hearing ideas and thoughts of things that people want to hear about, and will make that happen. The TNI conference tries to have what they call an assessor forum and a mentor session every conference, which are 2 sessions. They're usually a half day each, so a full day of, yes, it says assessor forum, but just like this podcast is, so you want to be an assessor. It's not that you have to be an assessor to get good information out of this. We hope. Maybe we were wrong. I forgot to mention that. So we encourage people to go, because then you hear things like what we talk about here that are, what assessors are seeing, or how to do corrective actions, or what to do. Certainly the topic started as, let's try and help assessors be more consistent. And so therefore, talk about what are the top 10 findings and that sort of thing, and helped us all write the same top 10 findings. Because, yeah. They're everywhere. But we are trying, as said earlier, we are trying to find new stuff to write. We want new issues. And there's enough changes out there that there should be new issues. We can find
absolutely. And my favorite part of conferences is getting the updates on the new stuff, because there is always not only like technological innovation from like the manufacturers of our instruments that we're using, which are almost always present. And I love to hear about that, because who doesn't like new toys? But there's also usually people who are writing the standard, committees for the standard, however it gets developed, and they are open to talking about it and getting feedback, and actually good at presenting you with what may impact you and what maybe won't. But there's different sections that you can sit in on, which has been great. One of the closest I think I've ever seen to a fist fight happened in one of those. When they announced the new microbiology sections for the standard methods 24th edition.
Yeah.
It was some drama, and it was spicy.
It was crazy. It
was crazy. I was so happy to not necessarily have a horse in that race, but just to sit back and watch.
Yeah, to know the horses in that race. And
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So most of those sessions are at TNI or the NEMC conference, the two conferences, because TNI is a consensus standard development body, which means that they are trying to get everybody to agree that this is what we want the standard to say and do and read, versus a law that the state writes and says, you shall do it this way. So it's a, you shall do it this way, but the hope and plan is that we all agreed or compromised to where we're all unhappy of what the requirement is. That the state wants it to be this, and the labs want it to be this, and we came to something that's okay. We can do this. We'll all live with this version. So it's a really cool thing to watch that happen, to be a part of that happening, and granted, it's very much like a soap opera. You can come back in 5-10 years and it's not a lot different.
Yeah.
Same arguments. Sometimes we come to a conclusion and move on. Sometimes we keep circling back. So, fair warning.
The should versus shall is always a hot topic. So, bring your dictionaries and help the conversation move along as it should.
Yes. But then some of the other conferences, like the state conferences, or the what are
third
they called?
Parties.
The what?
Third parties?
Third party ones are also conferences. There's been symposiums and conferences put on by different third parties as well. But those are chances not necessarily to write the standard, but to see how that authority, shall we say, is interpreting the standard in your state. Because the standard, it's all written and everybody does not agree on what it says or how they're going to implement it. And so knowing what your state says and thinks about particular areas is good. And that's one of the things that you can find out at these different conferences. Plus there's just networking. And I am not a networker. I am a public presenter, do that all day long. Talk to people one-on-one. That's not my gig. don't enjoy that as much, but it is certainly a part of the conference itself, and it allows you to find other people, like-minded people, because they're analysts or managers in laboratories, similar, different things that we all do. And, so it's cool to meet some other people that are on a similar wavelength, right?
Absolutely. And I will say, it's so lovely to see those connections being made. Like if this person is in a small lab and they get together with another person in a small lab, suddenly they're like trading contact information and how they go about meeting the requirements of the standard, that for, these one person labs look very different than these, 100-person labs. Who I will say, credit to the 100-person labs, because they usually do actually talk to each other to try and help each other out, more so than I think some of the smaller ones do.
Well, the smaller ones don't know where to start. And also just the whole idea that one person or persons it can't be perfect at everything. And so you may be a person that is excellent at creating spreadsheets or bench sheets or things that it just is easy for you to see the layout on a page of all the information that you need. And so you can make bench sheets like that. Someone else cannot do that. And so something you consider very easy, someone else probably considers very hard or very difficult. And so you can trade things like that. It's like, okay, well, somebody else may have a schedule for internal audits or checklists for internal audits that, I've been in a couple of labs, their checklists, I'm like going, oh my gosh, you should publish this. It's lovely. It's short, it's succinct, it covers everything. It's good, great. I know lots of labs that could use this, but most don't have it. And so, so the networking sorts of things allows you to combine. Now there is a group for that under T&I. It's called the Small Laboratory Advocacy Group. Advocacy is one of those 3 or more syllable words. It takes a while. But I think it's a Facebook group, and that they can and do share documents and things like that. So if you want to know about that, if we hadn't already shared that, let us know.
We sing their praises often. So like if you need to, there is a link on the T&I website for the Small Lab Advocacy Group, SLAG. That's what I'm going to call it now. SLAG. It'll take you to the link and they'll get you where you need to go so they can actually start helping and sharing information.
That's right. And chances are you have things to share that you don't think you do. Because, like I said, some people are really good at Excel. That's easy for them. And so they don't think that it's like they assume everybody else is great at Excel because Excel's simple for them. But it's not necessarily simple for everybody. So, yeah. So that there's things like that. Don't assume that you will only be taking from. Assume that you will be giving and sharing.
Yes.
And that's what makes these groups so great. Love the whole FSEA, which is Florida Society of Environmental Analysts, because it is very much a community of sharing information. What can we do to, this is how we solve this problem, or, let's look at this. And they even have meetings or during their conferences, they have at least one session where they throw out all the regulators and assessors. They say, you may not be in here because we want the laboratories to have to feel comfortable with talking about you. If
Yeah.
or calling names or whatever. How
Yeah.
okay, y'all have fun. Whatever. I'll go have well, tea, whatever. And so it's but conferences are definitely something we want to encourage people to go to. No, they're not free. Rarely are they free, but worth the investment.
But you know what is free as far as monetary price is being part of committees. So there are several committees just within T&I itself, within Standard Methods, and any of those other method providers. Usually, I can't speak for some of the ones that I don't know, but like I can say
ASTM,
things.
I don't know, but
Yeah, it's like ASTM, I don't know, but I do know that usually, and
EPA
nothing
not
gets
so
written.
much.
Well, they're the exception.
But yeah, Standard Methods definitely is a consensus standard body.
ISO, I believe, is as well.
Yes. So there's absolutely places to get involved, and strongly recommend getting involved. Volunteering.
Volunteer. It is free to do. It is not. It does take your time, but you will then be helpful in getting some of those pesky little things out of the method, or adding more detail should it need it. Depending on what it is that you specialize in, we may very well be needing you, because there are some specialized methods that don't get a whole lot of love because they are not done or very popular, but they're needed. Things like asbestos, for example, very much needed, but highly specialized, and so not everyone does it.
Right, radiochemistry, whole effluent toxicity, those things that tend to have, well, there's just fewer people that do them, and so the expertise is concentrated.
Limited.
Yeah. So not quite as many people need to know those things.
The community is, as Disney says, intimate.
There you go. It's an intimate group. So we want to just highlight conferences and tell you that that's a good thing to do.
Please go to them.
Yeah, go to them. And if you can't go to them because of money, then see if you can get an hour or so a month and volunteer for committees. To be able to stay in touch with what's going on, with, especially if there's a specific segment, or piece of the standard that you would like to have enhanced in a way that works for you. You're not going to promise that will happen, but you could try. You can't do it if you're not involved.
So true. So true.
Yeah. You can sit around and bitch and moan and groan, but that's all that you're going to be doing. It's not going to make things different. It's just going to irritate people.
True. I feel like I had one other point that I was going to make, and that I forgot it.
Oh. But thanks for remembering the volunteer for.
Yeah.
It's important. It is important.
It is important.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Okay, so I'm going to take us a step back. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. But talking about networking, it is so lovely to have the people you email with have like a face to the name. And I know for us assessors, a lot of the time that is the ABs that we work with, but it's more than just that, because everyone has to interact with the ABs at some point, and getting like face-to-face time with them is huge. I know when I first started out, I was very intimidated to do a little bit of that face-to-face time. But as it turns out, everyone's human. And, if you can connect, if you can connect with your AV about a camping trip that they took and a cool bug that they found, then like you're golden.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you stand out in a good way with your AVs, and they can, think of you as a human rather than, that pest at that lab. Because, and if all you ever do is send them emails about things that they've got wrong or there's a problem with, then that's, you're just spending all your time complaining. And they don't like that any better than you like people sending you complaints all the time. I mean, sometimes it's necessary and it needs to happen, which is great. But you also want to have a relationship with people, and that happens more easily one-on-one or at least in person, rather than Zoom is probably, something like this is probably the next level step, but it's hard to know for sure. So get out there and meet people, see them. Conferences are a fantastic place to do that.
And you don't have to be too worried about, if you are a socially awkward scientist, as most of us are. Congratulations, you're in a room full of them, so it'll be much easier to talk to.
Yes, exactly. Give yourself like 3 questions to ask when there's a lull in the. I'm not good at that, but when there's too much of a lull in the conversation, then you can say, "Okay, what's your favorite book?" Or that's one of your favorites. I know.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. Mostly because I'm always needing book recommendations. Yeah.
So, or what's your favorite Excel trick if you're an Excel specialist? Or what's the favorite problem you've solved? Could be fun. Anyway, so.
I also like asking people about their favorite drinks.
Oh, well, at a conference, that you can't go wrong with that.
And sometimes then I get new things to try.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be work related. Sorry, I was being work related.
No, I mean, you should maybe start with one of those and then loosen it up to
or you can go the other direction, loosen it up, and then all right, I need to talk about work a little bit so I can expense this. It works both ways.
Yes.
So, all right, let's wrap this up. I think we've been meandering in our conversation for a while.
Well, if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. We do method deep dives pretty much every other post. We come out twice a month. We will be until the holidays, where we will then take a break before coming back. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I guess not necessarily concerns, but thoughts, ideas. Don't want to hear about those. Put them down in the comments below. We do read them. We do like to see your feedback. Did I miss anything?
I don't remember anything that you've missed. Oh, well, if you do want to like and subscribe, there's a bell.
Oh, yes.
Something.
If you want to be notified every time we post, push the bell icon in one of the corners, and you will be notified via email and via your YouTube app. So there you go. I finally figured out what it did.
Yay!
We're on season 2 of our podcast, so I finally actually press the button to see what happens.
Oh, really?
I know. I'm really good at this.
Yeah, when we get more sponsors, then we'll get a team of people that do this, and all we have to do is chat, which we can do. Like, that's easy.
We love chatting.
Technical stuff, I don't know. That's harder.
We chatted for like a full hour, I think, before we actually started recording this.
I know. Yeah, and we're So
yep.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna click on stop recording. Bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.